He wants to stay in here where it's warm. Yeah. Be bigger next week. I don't know. I don't know. Surely more than that. They're just having a little technical difficulty in the back. If you'll unplug that receiver and plug it back in, it might help better. That's what it says on the TV, don't it? You talked to Dale, Jace? He still got cows over there? Where's your cows? All of them? Where's our stuff? Dead end? Did you get them all bred, Jace? Got them all tried? Male here on a heifer case. Matt Francis from Fort Cobb, Oklahoma. Nice heifers here, 150 at 150 bucks. Now one, they're going to 151, they're going to 100, they're going to 1 at 151, they're going to 100, they're going to 1 about 151, 51, 51, 51, 51 at 151. Not very high, guys. 151 at 51, they're going to 151, they're going to 100, they're going to 100, they're going to 1, they're going to 1, they're going to 1. So 150, 44, or 44. Or the Francis cattle, Fort Cobb. Don't say anything about winging, does it anywhere? Pretty good heifers here, 150 bucks. Now one, they're going to 151, they're going to 100, they're going to 150, they're going to 100, they're going to 100, they're going to 1, they're going to 151 at 51, they're going to 51, they're going to 1, they're going to 1, they're going to 1. Where's that 31 man? 151, 151. 151, 151, or 100, they're going to 1, they're going to 1, and 1, they're going to 1, they're going to have the Fort Cobb, Oklahoma, 145, 46, 46, 7, 8, 9, 49, 49, 49, sold 148, 2, Troy 2. Don't leave me in here, 31. I tried to get Jason to bid. He just wouldn't do it. More the Francis cattle, Fort Cobb. Let me bulls, 155, at 155, 155, 600, they're going to 55, 600, they're going to 55, they're going to 6, 8, they're going to 60, they're going to 61, at 161, 2, they're going to 2, they're going to 2, they're going to 2, at 1, 2, not very high, guys, 161, 2, at 61, 2, they're 1, 2, they're going to 2, they're going to 2, they're going to 2 there, they're going to 161, 43. I think your wife's wondering what you got her into up here. Don't blame her. That's what mine said 30 years ago. You suiting up? All right. I don't know how many coats he's got on. It's cold out there. Don't stay too long out there, honey. I would hate to be working out there with him. Well, the Francis got Fort Cobb. Bulls, George. Bulls again. Here, 100, taking nice bulls. 151 at 151 out. 151 at 151. Enter to get 100 to get 100 to get 150. Enter to get 100 to get 151. Enter to get 100 to get 151. 51, 51, 51 at 51. Enter to get 100 to get Fort Cobb, Oklahoma, little bull kings and the money here. 50 and 150 and 150. Enter to get 50. Enter to get 45 and 45. Enter to get 46. Enter to get 7. Enter to get 8. Enter to get 8, 9. Enter to get 50 and 51. Enter to get $51. Enter to get $51 and 51. Enter to get 100 to get 100. But Hayes 150 number 25. Here comes the Escalera cattle from Edmond. Edmond, Oklahoma. What do you got on these, girl? Escalera cattle. Escalera cattle. Nice steer calves. Hadn't got anything on them except they're nice calves. They've been working. They're good ones right there now. Here we go. They're to get 190 and 190 bucks now too. 190. We're to get 2. They're to get 92. They're to get 92. They're to get 4 and 94. They're to get 92. 94. 94. 94. 94. 92 and 4 and 4. They're to, what about you guys here? 94 and 192. 4. They're to get 92. They're to get 4. They're to get 4. They're to get 4. Varner. 192. 11. This will be the Howard cattle from Chickasha. Bart Howard. Got anything on him? Thank you. Bart Howard. Bulls, you say? Five heifers. Yard them out. 5 heifers and 5 steers. Let's go to Minko. All steers? No. Is that a bull right there? $45 days and around the shots. Well, I don't think they're not all bulls, are they? I think they're all bulls. All right, here we go. We're to get out 100 and to get 35. At 135, 600 and 35, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40 to get 41, 2, 3, 4 to get 5 and 600, 7 to get 8 to get 9 to get 50 to 1 to get 52 and 52, 3, 4 and 4 to get 5 to get 5 to get 5 to get 5, 55, 600 and 57 to get 58 to get 800 to get 800 to get 800 to get 5800 and 7, 8 to get 8 to get 8, 58, 58, 58, 157, 3. Yep. Bellevue, Texas. These have been weaned since July. They've had 2 rounds of shots. Vista 5, Bow Shield. Bellevue, Texas. Weaned a long, long, long time. Just hungry. Just hungry right here now. 170 at 170, 190 at 71. There to get a 70. There to get a 100 at 171. There to get 170. There to get 1. There to get 171 down. That's guide 1 and 1. There to get out 1. There to get out 1. There to get 71 and 1. There to get for you, George. 71. There to get out 100. To get out 100. To get out 1 at 71. There to 100. To get out 100. To get out 100. To get out 1. Dennis 170. Put him on number 3. Goodbye. Hush. Weaned since July. Sell a crossbred. See if you can hold one, Antonio. Right. Sally. And a black bolly. This one out, let this one out. And bring 2 big ears back. A black bolly and a black. These are supposed to be all steers. They're weaned. That's right. July. Weaned back in July. That's right. Right here. They're to get 100 and they're to get 70. At 170, they're to get 100. They're to get 171 out here. And 1. They're to get 171. And a 171. What a 171. What a 171. And a 171 here now. 1 there. They're to get 171 out here. And 70. They're to get 1. They're to get 71, 71, 71, 71, 60. Now 161, 161, 161, 100 to get 100 to get 100 to get 100 to get 1 and 100 to get 100 to get. What do you give, George? $1.51 at 151, 151, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Better get 55, better get 5, better get 5, better get 5, at 55, 600 to get 6 here, 56, 7, and 7, 8, or to get 58, or to get 800 to get 8, or to get 800 to get 8, and 8 here, George, 157, 100. Shamrock, Texas. This will be the Anthony. I don't know. Anthony Lissel, 90 days weaned. 90 days weaned. 2 rounds of shots. Everything's been done to them, and they're open. 155, 155, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, and 155, 55, 55, 55, 55, and 155, 55, 55, 55, 50. Now 1 and 151, 151, 151 here, 1 there to get 100 to get 100 to get 100 to get 1 here, champion, 156. It's cold out there. The rungs hurt. Same animals. Were they weaned? Shamrock. 90 days weaned. They come out of Shamrock, Texas. Pretty good fruit right here, boys. Pretty good fruit right here out of Shamrock. 170 at 170, 100 again, 70, 100 again, 1 at 171, 171, 171, 100 again, 1 about 171, 71, 71, 71, and 71, 71, 90 days wing out of Shamrock. 171, 171, 171, and 1 now, 1 and 71, 100, 1, 2, and 73, and 74, and 74, 400, 5, and 75, 55, Barhart, 174, number 37, 32, 32. Let's go to Bonham, Texas. 50 days weaned. 3 drafts, these cattle, 50 days weaned. At 160, 160, to get a 100, 161, to get 1, to get 1, to get 1, to get 100, to get that outside 1 at 161, 100, to get 100, to get 2, to get 2, 3, to get 3, to get 3, 3, and 3, you're out 3, to get 4, to get 5, at 65, 600, 7, to get 8, to get 9, to get 71, and 72, to get 2, 3, and 73, 4, to get 75, to get 600, and 77, 78, to get 89, and 80, and 81, 82, to get 82, 3, 83, 4, 84. Don't look like he's going to quit, does it, Mike? 84, 85, 85, 85, 6, 86 hundred, 85, 6, 7, 87, 8. Dennis, 187. 3. Two. Here's steers. Seven good steers. Long wean. That's right. Here we go. We're to get 170 and 171 and 78. To get 100 to get 171. To get 100 to get 1 outside 1. To get 170, 1, 2 and 72, 3. To get 3, 4. To get 4, 5. To get 7600 and 77. To get 78. To get 809. To get 79, 8, 9. To get 8, 9. To get 9 Barhart 178. Put him at number 32. Bring the Brindle back. Yard out. Bring the Brindle back. Watch. Sell him right there. Right there to 160. 160. 100 to get now 100 to get now 1 at 161 to 100 to get now 1 but 161 to get 161 to get now 100 to get now 1 at 1 to get pretty nice steer right there. 161 to get now 61 55 155 to get 5 to get 5 to get 5 to get 5 to get 5. What do you give George? Huh? 151, 151, hitter to get 1, 2, to get 151, 2, 52, 3, to get 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 2, 3, 52, 53, 52, 53. Here's George, 152, 100. Two more steers off them. Pretty nice steers. Wean steers right here, wean steers. 175, 175, to get 5, to get 5, at 175, at 175, to get 600, and 75, to get 600, to get 8, to get 78, 80, to get 80, to get 80, to get 80, to get 80, and $180, to give 80, better than 80, to give 80 here, 80, and 80, to give 80, to get sold, 178, Dennis number 2. 3. 3. Oh, 66. Got mail. Mr. Ward, Brandon Ward from Reno, Oklahoma. They've had a round of shots. Had a round of shots. Brandon Ward right here in El Reno. 165, 165, and 5. Better get 5, better get 5, better get 5, better get 5, better get 5. At a 165, better get 5 here, 5 there. Better get 5, better get 5, better get 5, better get 5. At a 165, better get 5, better get 5, better get 5. And 5, wouldn't be very high, would he, guys? 165, at 165, better get 5, better get 5, better get 5. 60, and 1, at 161, 2, and 2, 3, and 64, 65. I was there a while ago. 5, 6. 66, 7, 67, 68, 69. Sold 168. Robert Stotts. Thank you, Robert. Here's 2 more of them. Same Harper's right there now. 160, 160. 100, 100, 1 here, 1 there, but 1 here, 1 there, but 1, but 1, but 1. At a 161, 100, 1, and where's my 2 guys that's been on them Harper's a while ago? 161, at 161, at 161, at 161, 100, 55, at 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55. Who bid? No. 150. 150 bucks now. 1 at 151. Master Ward's kids right here, boys. Here. That's Shamrock. Put them in number 0. 150. Here's the steers off on the Ward. You know Brandon Ward, Dennis? You know Brandon Ward? Here at El Reno, guys. Brandon Ward. Steers. Steers and bows. And heifers. And heifers. 2 bulls, 2 steers. Pretty good case right here now, 180 at 180 bucks now too. 180, but get 2, but get 2, but get 2, but get 2 at 182, 182, 182, 182, 82 dollars now, $2 now 2, but get 2, but get 2, but get 2, get 82, 82, get 2, get 70 and 71, 2, get 2, get 71, 72 and 73, get 74, 5 and 75, $6, 7, get 77, 8, get 800, get 8 and 78. Internet's out, 78, 77, 78, get 800, get 8, get Hayes 177, Hayes 41. $30 to $60, 1 round. Bartel cattle, 30 to 60 days. Collinsville, Texas, 30 to 60. Pepper right here now. They're to get 160, 160. They're to get 100. To get down 100. To get down 1. Add 100. To get down 1. But 1 to get 1. 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 To get 160. 100. And 1. To get 100. To get down 1. To get down 1. To get 1. And 1. To get down 100. To get 160. 100. And 1. To get y'all don't like these either. 161. 161. To get 1. They're Wayne Mike. 161. At 161. To get 161. 55. 56. 55. 6. Where are you? 55. Don't get mad at me, Mike. Get mad at Dennis. So Dennis, 155. 2. Pissed him off, Dennis. Gate. 7 heifers, Bartel. 30 to 60 days. Bartel heifers are pretty nice, I think, guys. Right here, 155 at 155, 155, better get 5, better get 5, better get 5, better get 5, better get 600, 155, 5600, get 55, 5600, 55, better get 600, and 600, get 5, better get 600, get 6 here, better get Barnhart, 155, 31. Here comes the steers off of them. 30 to 60 days. Are they steers? They are steers right there now. They're to get 190 and 190 bucks now two and 190 now two. They're to get 24. They're to get 94. They're to get 94. They're to get 92, 94 and 192, 94, 92, 94, 92, 94, 94, 6 and 96, 98. They're to get $2. They're to get now two. They're to get 202, 4 and 4. They're to get 6 here. They're to get 206, 204, 6, 204, 6, 204, 6 here. Dennis 204, 3. Here's one right off of him. Okay. How much here, guys? What do you give, Anton? He don't want it. 25. 25 cents a pound. 25. Now 30. 25. Who'll get 30? Now 5. 40. 40 cents. 35. 40. 45. 50. 50, Robert. Now 5. Now 60. Now 5. Robert Stotts. 60 cents a pound. Good luck to you, Robert. Elgin, Oklahoma. Elgin, Oklahoma. This will be the Lamar cattle from Elgin. 1, 2, 3 dress, 4 dress, 3 dress, 4 dress up. Elgin, Oklahoma. 65 days, 2 rounds. 65 days, 2 rounds. They've had pretty good cattle out of Elgin. I'd say so, and they've been weaned forever. 161 out of 1, 2, they're to get out 2, they're to get 2, 3, they're to get 4, they're to get 5, they're to get 6, they're to get 7, they're to get 8, they're to get 8, 9, they're to get 70, at 71, 72, 73, 74, 74, 75, at 76, they're to get out 75, who'd you say? 76, 7, 77, 8, 9, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 5, 86, 85, 6. Mike's about time for you to get back in. 185, 86. Sold 185 Varner. 12X. Same case. How long were they? I forgot. 65 days. 65 days. You love them? $2, 2.5, 5, 10, 7.5. And 12.5, they're to get 15 now, 17.5, 20, 220, 2.5, 5, they're to get 7.5, 30, they're to get 2.5, 5, 7.5, they're to get 37.5, 35, 37.5 here, they're to get 7.5, Dennis, 235, 3. Them are pretty nice steers, aren't they? You like them, George? Huh? Two more. Same animals. 65 or 70 days, wasn't it? Okay, bring them to me. How much? 240, 242, 242. They're taking out 200, they're taking out 242, and 244, and 42, 44, 42, 44. You want to bid for George? I got that deal. 242. You want to get 4? Okay, you got me. Terry, 13. 242. Hey, what? Hey. Not sure both of them didn't think it. Okay, guys, here's one more heifer off of him. Little heifer off of him. She's weaned, supposedly. I entered to get 165, 165, I was to get 5, I get 7 and a half, I get 70, I get 72 and a half, I get 5, and 77 and a half, 80, 80, I get 80, 80, I get 2 and a half, 82 and a half, 182 and a half, 5, 85, Robert, 185, 7 and a half, 87 and a half, I get 7 and a half, Robert Stotts, 185. Let's go. I like your coat, George. You hadn't tore it up yet. You did? Better. I got another red one I can bring you. It says Cabinet on it, though. Is that all right? Huh? There's little steers. What was the story on these? Remember? Howard cattle. Mr. Howard. Good cows right here now. They're get 175, 175, to get 5, to get 5, to get 5 this year. 75, to get 5, 7, and 75, 77, to get 75, 77, to get 77, and 75, 7, to get 77, to get 7, and 75, 7, to get 9. Huh? Didn't have any information on them. 179, 179, 179, 179 sold. 178 Barnhart, number 32. Don't bring a heifers. Here's the heifers off of them. Pretty good heifers. They look weaned to me, too. Steers look weaned, too. Pretty good heifers right there now. 160, 161, 100 to get 100 to get 1, at 100 to get 1, 2, to get 2, to get 3, to get 4, to get 5, to get 6, 7, to get 67, 8, and 800 to get 8, to get 7, 8, to get 8, to get 8, to get 8, to get 8, and 68, to get 800 to get 8 here, 8 there, to get 8, to get 8, to get 8, Jason, 167, number 4. Vogel cattle, guys, the Vogel cattle. Maybe one of the Vogel brothers. Sheep salesman. Pretty heifers right here now. They're taking 150, 150 bucks now. One, they're taking 151, they're taking 100, they're taking 100, they're taking 151 at 150 now. 100, they're taking 100, they're taking 1 here, they're taking 1, they're taking 1, they're taking 45 at 45, they're taking 600, they're taking 600, they're taking 600 champion 145. Put them on 6. Let's go to Minko, Mr. Clark. Nothing. Red heifers got big butted heifers, don't they? They sure have. They've had a home out at Minko, Mr. Clark. Mr. Clark down there at Minko, 130 bucks now. One at 131, 2. They're to get 31, 32, 31, 32, 31, 32, at 31 and 32. They're to get out 31 and 32. They're to get 2, they're to get 2, they're to get 2, they're to get 2, and 2. They're to get 2. Bryce Haynes, 131. Bryce Haynes, 7. Here's steer mates. Lowers that much feed Minko. Good steers. 150 bucks now. One at 150, 100, to get 100, to get 100, to get 151, to get 100, to get 1, to get 1, to get 1, 40, at 41, to get 40, 100, to get 40, 100, to get 40, 100, to get 40, to get 1, and 1, to get 41, to get Bryce Haynes, 140. Put him on number 8. Sandoval cattle. Nothing on them. Tired. Little steers, Sandovals. Already got nothing on them. Pretty good little steers, ain't they? $2, 2.5, 2.5. I get 2.5. I get 2.5. At $2 bill, 2.5. I get 2.5, 2.5. At 2.5. I get 2.5, 7.5, 10. At 2.10, 12.5. I get 15. I get 2.15, 17.5, 20. At 2.20. I get 2.20. I get 20. I get Tommy Obed. Thinking about it. Okay. Terry. 13. Yep. 9 more of them. Sandoval. 9 head of real good steers. Sandoval's. We didn't have anything on them. They don't look very fleshy to me. 175, 175, 600, 6, 7, 78, 9, 80, 1, 82, 83, 4, 5, 600, 7, 8, 9, 90, 1, 92, 93, 94, 95, 600, 7, 98, 99, 99, 99, 2, $2, 1, 201, 201, 201, 201, 201, 201, 2, 202, 202, 201, 202, 201, 202, 201, 202, so 201, put him a Hayes 41. Here's the Buchanan cattle out of Fort Cobb. 24 days are weaned. Heifer cattle right there now, 155, 155, 155, at 155, 155, 155, 155, 155, 155, 600, 55, 600, 155, 600, 55, 600, Barnhart 31. Sound like Dennis. Okay, Tub. What about him? He died? We're getting close, George. In the one alley. What? Horn Brimmer on the George Zeros. A Horn Brimmer right here down there to get a 135 and a 135 to get a 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 7.5 and 35, 37 and a half, to get 5, to get 7 and a half, 37 of 8 and 38, 9 to get 40, to get 40, to get 40, to get 40, to get 40 and 40, 139, 40 to get 40, to get 40, to get so 139, put them on 0. Chamlin O. You own both, don't you? Yeah, I'll bring them both. Bring those steers right there now. They're to get 155, 155, 155, 155, 155, 155, 155, 155, and 155, 155, 155, 155, 50, and 1, and 151, 151, 151, 100, 100, who's 151, 51, 51, 51, 51, 51, 51, 51, 51, and 51, they're going to 35, out of 135, 135, 135, 135, out of 135, they're going to $35 a pound, $2.05, 107.5, 10, 112 and a half, 15, 17 and a half, 20, 120, 39, 20, 39, 20, 39, 20, George, 117 and a half, George, 5. Crooked-headed Shar, Dennis, 3. Does they know? Okay. Good steer, you just got crooked-headed, right? Huh? He's a bull? Crooked-headed, kind of looking around behind him. Dollar bill. $1, $1, taking out one, out of $1, taking out one, but a one here, one there, but a one here, taking out one, taking out one, taking 75, and 75, but I give 80, taking 75, but I give 80, 75, but I give 85, 85, 90, and 90, taking 90, taking 90, taking 90, taking 90, George, 85. Oakley. You gonna straighten that head up? I doubt it. Paramount 26. 5 months right here now, under a dollar, 2.5, 125, 105, 105, 7.5, 10, under 10, 10, 10, 10, 12 and a half, at 15, under 115, under 12 and a half, under 15, at 12 and a half, under 15, under Troy, 112 and a half, Troy, put him on nothing. Back to you, George. Fort Cobb, Oklahoma, the Buchanan. Nice steers here. Nice steer right here, 175, 175, 175, 175, 175, 175, at a 175, 175, 600, 7600, at 75, 600, 75, 7600, 75, 600, at 600, 600, Jason, 175, put him a number, 66. Let's go back to Minko. Here's some more of them Humphrey cattle. 2 drafts to Humphreys. Had a round of shots. Round of shots right there, 150, 150 bucks. Now one, to get 151, to get 100, to get 1, to get 100, got him 1, and 51, 2, to get 2, to get 2, to get 2, 3, to get 4, and 54, to get 4, to get 53 and 4, and 53, 54, 53, 4, 5, and 55, to get 600, 7, to get 7, to get 7, 57, and 7, to get 7, to get 7, Dennis, 156, Dennis 2. Should be 7 little bulls, George. From down here at Minko. Are they steers? Steer cattle from Minko. You want to hold that little one, George? Just 1 or 2? 3. Hold 3 little ones. Sell the big ones. Solid bigger ones right there now. They're going to from Minko. They're going to 175, 175, 175, 175, out of 175, out of 175, out of 175, at 76 dollars. They're going to 75, 76, 75, 76. Solid bigger case 75, 6 dollars, at 75. They're going to 6 dollars. They're going to 6 dollars. They're going to 175. Put them on. Hayes 41. Good job, Anton. You're too fast. Good job, gentlemen. So the 3 light ones right here now. $2, 2.5, 2.5, better get 2.5, better get $2 bill, 2.5, better get 2, better get 2, better get 2, and $2 here, 2, better get 2 to buy, better get 2, better get 2, better get 2, better get 2, and $2 here, 2 there, better get 2, did you get 2 here, 2, better get 2, better get 2, and 2, better get, he's not wiggling much. $2 bill here, 2, and 2, better get 2, better get that cherry, $2, 13. $30 days, 2 rounds. Here's Tom Edgar cattle up here at Kingfisher. 2 drafts, Tom's cattle. Kingfisher. 30 days. 30 days. $30, pretty good old steers. Pretty good wean steers here now. 170, 171. They're to get 70. They're to get 100. They're to get 171. They're to get 100. They're to get 1 at 171. 1 hand. They're to get 100. They're to get 1. They're to get 1. They're to get 1 and 1. They're to get 71. Our wean right here, Bill. 171. 171. They're to get 100. They're to get 1. They're to get 71. They're to get 65. At 65. They're to get 600 and 5. They're to get 6. 65. 600 at 65. They're to get 600 here. They're to get Varner. 165. 51X. Bull, did you say? Bull calf right here now. Bull calf here. 135. 135 out of 135. Better get out 35, 35, 35, 35, 135, but a 135, but a 135 out of 135. Better get out 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 25 out of 125, 7, a 125, 7, a 125, 7, a 125, 7, and 25, 7. Better get out 7, better get 7, better get so 125, Varner 7. Where's old Terry 11? Did he die? Huh? You either gonna have to hurry and get done, or I'm gonna have to go pee. Huh? 25 drafts. Drafts. got, guys? 220, 222, they're taking that 2, and 222, they're taking that 2, they're taking that 4, and 224, they're taking that 2, they're taking that 4, they're taking that 222, 4, and 226, and 228, 228, 30, 232, 232, 232, 232, they're taking 2, Hayes, 230, 41, 31. There's another one. 185, 185, 185, 185, 185, 185, 90, and 190, 190, 185, 90, and 185. You get 90 here, sir. 190, 190, 190, 190, 190, and 90, 92 and a half, 92 and a half, 192 and a half, 195, 195, 192 and a half, 5. Mr. Stotts is in. 190, now Ryan's in. 195, 97, 95, 79. 99, 99, 99, Ryan Yap, 99, 99, 197, 99. Robert Stotts, 197. Bob Mitchell, I think. Mitchum. 4 heifers down to Minko. 4 little black heifers down to Minko. Down to your 170, 171. They're taking one, they're taking that one. At 171, 2. They're taking 71, 72, 71 and 72. At 71 and 72. They're taking 1, 2, they're taking 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 2. TD, 171, 32. 32. Standard, George, don't you get out of that hole. Huh? A little heifer here. $1.50 a pound. 155, 155, 155, $1.50 a pound. 150 a pound. Ryan, where are you? 150 a pound. 150 a pound. 150 a pound. 150, they're taking 50, they're taking 50, they're taking 50, they're taking 50. 150. Robert Stotts, 150. Thank you, Robert. Antonio, you may have to go to help him take care of them. They're pretty even. There's a little heifer. Bishop cattle here now. They're taking 150 and 150 bucks one. They're taking one out of Minko. 151 and 151. One dollar. They're taking 150. $1. They're taking $1. They're taking that one and one. They're taking one. They're taking 1, 2. They're taking 52, 3. They're taking 3, 4. They're taking 5 and 55. They're taking 5. 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 TD 32. Steers right here from Minko. They okay, George? Huh? 185, 185, 185. Better get 5, better get 5, better get 5, better get 5, better get 5. One, I like one of them a lot better than the other one. Sell one, 185, 7.5. 187 and 90. Now 2.5, 5, 97 and a half, $2, 2.5, I get 2.5, I get 7.5, I get 7 and 10, and 210, 12 and a half, I get 12 and a half, 50, and 217 and a half, I get 70 and a half, I get 17 and a half, 70 and a half here, 70 and a half, so 215. Put them on Terry, number 13. Do you like one better than the other one, Terry? Thought you would. I'm holding that one on the right. Well, yeah. All the above. Good job, Anton. He just looked like he just spit his worm pill out. $1.50, 150 bucks. Now 50, to get $1.50, 150, 150, 150, 150, at 152 and a half, at 152 and a half, at 150, over to get 2 and a half, 5, 55, 55, 57 and a half, 57 and a half, 60, 160, Robert, 62 and a half, and 2 and a half, at 2 and a half, at 2 and a half, at 2 and a half. Robert Stott's 160. He does. Robert Antonio's talking about your wheat. Said he's going to turn his cows over on it. No, he said. He says no. Same case. Little boy calves right down there, Minko. We're going to get at $2, 2 and a half, at 202 and a half, at 202 and a half, at 2 and a half, 202 and a half, 202 and a half, at 202 and a half, at $2 bill here, 2 there, at 2, 2 and a half, at 202 and a half, 202 and a half, 202 and a half, at 2 and a half, at 202.50, 202.50, at 250, at so $2, put them on Terry, 13. Be the ounce cattle. 3 weeks weaned, 3 weeks weaned, 3 weeks weaned. Robert Rounce. Younce. David Young. Oh, that last word is a G. David Young, 3 weeks weaned right here, 160, 160, $1, at 161, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, at 160, 1, 2, $2, TD 32. They're 3/4 Aberdeen Angus. Can't tell you what the other quarter is. Here's steers come with them. They were heifers, wasn't they, George? They were heifers, wasn't they? Steers right here, 900 to get 185 at 185, at 185, at 185, at 185, at 185, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 185, at 85, at 85, at 85, what? Whole one heifer, 185, 185, 185, 175, 175, 175. 175, what a good black cows here, 175, 175, 175, 175, 175, 175, and 5, 175, 65, 165. Sell her. Sell that heifer out there. She's taller. Put her on TD 32. Yeah, what it was a while ago. I don't believe him. 3/4 Aberdeen. All of them, 150. Got her so. Now I'm selling these calves. $150. Now one. 151. $151. 151. I don't think they're that bad, guys. 151. 141. 141. 141. 135. 36. 37. 37. 37. You're out. 8. 38. Bryce out. 138. 139. 40, Bryce. 140. Sold. 139. Antone 0. A 3/4 Aberdeen and 1/4 Mini. This will be Fred Otis's cattle down there at Nennicott. Alex, I guess. 2 drafts of them. They're 45 days weaned, people. New deal, right down there at Alec, Oklahoma. 100 and they're going 60, 160, they're going to 100, they're going 1 out of 161, they're going 100, they're going 1 about 161, 161, 161, they're going 100, they're going 1 out of 1, they're going 1, they're going 161, 100, they're going 1, they're going 1, they're going 1, they're going TD 32, 160. Some more of them, guys. Otis cattle. Alec, Oklahoma. 101. Which one you want to sell that, huh? Sutter Barmer. Sutter Barmer right there, 150. At 150 bucks. Two, they're getting 150 now, two. At 152, they're getting 200. They're getting 2 on a Barmer here, 150, 150, 150. At 150, they're getting Chapman, 150. Oh. He's going to hold him for you. Sell a little light share here now. $2. $2 bill, 2.5. I get 2.5. I get $2 bill, 2.5. I get 2.5. 2.5 and 5. I get 205. I get 205. I get 205 and 207.5 and 7.5. I get 207.5. I get 7.5. I get 7.5. I get sold 205. Put on Terry at 13. Is that where you at? They're probably trying to get done. Depends on how cold you are. We're going to Cement, Oklahoma. Here's a DP Farms cattle from Cement. You got anything on them, girl? DP Farms. I bet they're long-tailed old heifers. Long-tailed heifers right there now. They're getting $151 at 151 at 150. They're getting 100. They're getting 100. They're getting 1 but 151 at 151 2. They're getting 2 3. They're getting 4. They're getting 5. They're getting 600. They're getting 57 and 58. They're getting 800. They're getting 8. They're getting 78 78 78 78 78 78 $8 here. Barhart 157. Put them at 31. You bought a lot of them today. Two yearling steers off of them. Two yearling steers off of them. 160, 160, one dollar and 100 to get out one of them, but I want to get one to get one to get one to get one to get 160, $1 and 100 to get out one of them, but I want to get one 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 to get more 160, put them on 37. Ricardo, you bored? I can find something to yard out in a minute. Don't get too bored. Hey. Little heifers. Little heifer cattle right there. 60 days weaned, George. 60 days weaned, George, right there now. There they go, 125, 125, 125. There they go, 125, 25, 25, 25. Looks like longer than 60 to me. 125 out of 125, 125 out of 125, out of 125, 25, 25, 25, 600, 600 to get out 25, to get 600 to get out 600 to get out 600. Here, 6. Rice Saints, 125. Put on number 6. Let's go to Blanchard, Oklahoma. This will be the Mooter cattle. Been weaned for a month. Weaned for a month. 100 and they're going to have 60. 161. 100 to get out 1, but I want to get 1 to get 1 to get 100 to get out 100 to get 100 to get 1 out of 161. 100 to get out 100 to get out 100 to get 100 to get 1 out of 100 to get out 100. You need her off? Tommy, you need her off? No, leave her on. 161, 161, 161, 100 to get 150, 151, 151, 152, 151, 2, 151, 2, Vitica 2, Vitica 2, Vitica 2, Vitica 2, Vitica 2, here 2, there 2, and 2 to get sold. 151, put on Varner 13. Some more of them out of Blanchard. Little steer. Bull. How much? $2, 2.5. I 202.5. I get 2.5. I get 2.5. 202.5. I 202.5. I get 2.5. I get 2.5. I get 2.5. 202.5. I 2.5. I get 2.5. So $2 bill. Put on Antone O. Ah. You coming back tomorrow, Jace? You guys coming back tomorrow? Everybody is except you, Jace. You just gonna stay here? Okay. Okay. Ricardo, you and Leonard coming back tomorrow? Leonard ain't heard a word I've said. Not a one. Bulls. bull cattle right there now. They're getting 130 and 131, 130. They're getting 100, 131, 100, they're getting 3100, they're getting 100 and 32. They're getting 2, 3, they're getting 4, they're getting 5, they're getting 600, they're getting 7, they're getting 8, they're getting 39 and 40. They're getting 41, they're getting 2, they're getting 3, they're getting 4, they're getting 5 and 600. They're getting 45, 46, 45, 4600 and 600 here. Var 145. Put them a 14x, 13x. S&J. S&J Cattle Company. Stephanie and Jason. Little heifers. I'm going to sell one. Sell a good big heifer. Sell a good big heifer right here. 160. 160. They're taking 100. They're getting 1. Out of 100. They're getting 100. They're getting 161. They get 1. They get 1. They get 1. They get 1. What? 161 on a good big heifer. 161. And 1. And 1. They're taking out 1. Jason. 164. Yeah. I knew you'd get over it. She might be a pinch quick. Thank you. Go on. Go on. She don't want to go with you, Clay. Tell her to catch her eye, did. There's 2 little crossbred heifers, or I guess purebred heifers, whatever you want to call them. $30, 130, 131, 131, 131, 130, 100, 131, 31, 31, 31, 31, 31, 31, 31, 31, 31, and 31, 31, Bryce Haynes, 130, put them on number 4. Little boys. 175, 175, 175, out of 175, 175, here, 5 there, 75, and 175, but a lightweight cattle here, 175, 75, sell a red one, sell a red steer, 160, 161, 161 $, 161 $, to get a 100, to get 150, 151, 151, 151, 151, 151 $, to get a 100, to get 1 at 151, to get 100, to get 100, to get. How you get along, George? 150 on the red one, 140 on the red one. You sure? Huh? Yeah. 140. Warner, 140. 99. Sell these 2 here, George. Two pretty good little steers right there now. They're 185 and 185, 90, 185, vertical 7.5, 85, 7.5, at 185, 7.5, vertical 7.5, vertical 7.5, vertical 7.5. I sold 185, put them with Terry 13. McAlester, Oklahoma, the Marco cattle are 120 days. 120 days wean right here. Heifer cattle here now. 160, 160. They're taking one out of 100. They're down 100. They're down 100. They're down 100. They're 100. They're 161 out of 160. 1, 2, 3. They're taking 4. They're taking 5. They're taking 600. They're taking 7. They're taking 8. They're taking 9, 70 and 71, 72, 73, 72 and 3 and 4. 74, 5, 75, 6, 75, 600 and 75. They're taking 600 here. TD 175. Put them at 32. This same deal. How long was it? 120 days wean, guys. 120 days. Pretty good old steers. 175, 175, 175, 175, 175, 175, 175, 600, 75, 7600, 75, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80, 1, 81, 2, 83, 84, 5, 600, 8600, 85, 86, 85, 8600, 85, 8600, here, they're going to Barnhart, 185, put them up 32. Really nice steers right here, 120 days. 120 days from McAlester. 120 days from McAlester. 210, 210, 210, they're to get 10, 12, 210, 12, they're to get 210 now, 12, they're to get 210 now, 12, and 12, they're to get 12. Who said yeah? 14, 16, 16, 18, 20, 222, 224, 222, 4, 222, 4, 224 here, 4, 6. 226, 8. Terry, 226, Terry, 13. Let's go to Jones, Oklahoma. Had a round of shots of Lafferty cattle out of Jones. Had a round of shots. They Wayne George. Well, sometimes looks deceive. 175, 175, 175, 175, and 7.5, 175, 7.5, 75, 7.5, 75, 7.5, 80, 80, 2, 82, 84, 6, 88, 88, 90, 192, 92, 94, 94, 92, 94, 92, 94, 94, here 6, 96, 98, and 98, $2, at $2 bill 2, 2, here, 198, 11. Good a spot you can buy right there now. 150 at 150 bucks now too. They're 150 now too. At 150 over to get two. They're now $2. They're now two. They're two. They're two. Come right with the mouse. 151 at 151. $1. They're gonna one. They're 151. 151. They're $1. They're gonna one. They're gonna one. They're gonna one. What's wrong here, guys? 150. What's wrong with you? See anything wrong with you, George? He's spot. Pretty good body. 140, 42, 44, 46, 48, 48. Sold 146, 0. Shannon O. Be bigger next week. I wish we would have too. Had a round of shots, have been weaned and worked. How long? 5 weeks. Omega. For an Omega. 100 and 60, 160, 100, 100, 1, out of 100, 1, out of 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, and 8, 8 here, 9, 70, 70, 70, out of 170, 171, out of 172, 172, get your man Jace here, 3, 73 and 4, 74 and 5, 75, 85, 600, 76, 7, 77, 8, 78, 79, 80, and 81, 81, 181 here. Mike Treese, 180 bucks. 5, 45. No, 35, 35. What them little bring? What them steers bring? Who bought them steers? Yeah, but he could go on steers or truck, couldn't he? Okay, that first trap was ever. Steers. How long have they been weaned? Yep. Okay, there they go. Steer cattle off of them. You got to weigh him separate, don't you? Take him off that other draft. Okay, pretty good steers right here. 5 weeks wing. 175, 175, 175, vertical 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 80, vertical 82 and a half, 85, vertical 7 and a half, vertical 90, vertical 2 and a half, 5, and 95, 92 and a 5, 92 and a 5, 92 and a 5, Jace, 92 and a half, 6. Same deal. More than Maxwell cattle, I guess. Same cattle. Little peewees, right here they all go. Right here, 150, 150 bucks, 2 and a half, 150 now, 2 and a half, 150, what do you get, 2 and a half, at 150, 150, 150, 150, 150, 2 and a half, what do you get, 2 and a half, what do you get, 2 and a half, at 150, 2 and a half, what do you get, 2 and a half, what do you get, 2 and a half, and 2 and a half, what do you get, sold, 150 Robert Stotts. Ten more of them. I mean, we're getting close. I hope that means that's getting close. How much? How much, Anton? How much, Ricardo? 20? 22 and a half. 25. 27 and a half, 30, 32 and a half, 5, 35, 32 and a 5, 32 and a 5, 7 and a half, 40, 2 and a half, 5, 42 and a 5, Varner, 42 and a half, 2-6, 21 double X. Here's Adam's cattle. Little heifer right there, down there, 155, 155, 155, to get 600, to get 55, 600, to get 55, to get 600 here, to get 6, 7, to get 7, to get 8, and 9, to get 59, to get 60, 160, to get sold, 150 now, put them on TD 32. Bulls. Bouquet is right here. They're 150 bucks. I won. They're 151. They're one dollar. They're $1. They're $1. They're $151. 51. They're $1. They're $1. They're out the gate. Out the gate. Out the gate. What about you boys here? 51. $51. They're $1. They're $1. They're $1 here. The barn. 153. They ain't very high. Be the flower scale. Couple drafts of these. Yep. Get smaller. Get smaller. Which one do you sell, Antone? Which one's a good one? The black one. Solid black. Sell her. 140. 140 bucks. Now two. You're taking out 40. You're taking two. And 142. You're taking out 200. You're taking out 40. You're taking two. You're taking two. You're taking two. You're taking two. Here, the British Champion. 140. 6. 0. 0. Sell a horn heifer out there. Dollar bill. $1.02.5. 102.5. 102.5. 102.50. 102.50. You're taking 2.5. You're taking 2 and so $1 Champion. Take 40 off one. Let them both go. 40 off one. 40 off one. Bull. Bull calf right here. Well, I can't hardly wait. Pair of bulls, 135, 135, they're going to 35, 35, 35, 35, 600, they're going to 35, 600, 35, 36, 35, 36, 35, 600, here's Champion, 135, Champion, oh. See a bull? They ain't got bulls on. You sure this not that last deal? Bull, 125, 125, better go 125, 25, 20. I don't know. 125, 125, 125, better go 125, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 125 here, they're taking out 25 here, they're taking 10, 110, they're taking 10, 12, and 110, 12 here, they're taking 12, Dell, 110. What do you got behind here, Antone? This ain't working. Is this what you had for the so that when that red one come in? Which one did you have for the red come in? We had it down for 2 head when the red bull come in. We had it down for 2 heifers.
Was that Arlene Hunt on that Red Bull, or is it Neil Garrett?
Hold the gate. Which one? The red one? We're going to do this. Same deal. Same way. $175, $175, I don't want 75, I get 7.5, I get 77.5, and 75, 77.5, I get 7.5, I get 7.5 here, about Terry, 175, 13. Okay, another little heifer. I guess the heifer in it. Heifer. 150 bucks. One, $51, get 1, 2, get 3, get 4, get 5, 55, 6, 7, get 7, get 7, 8, get 58, 9, and 60, get 1, get 61, 2, and 2, 3, get 3, 4, get 5, and 65, $6, get 65, get Robert 7, and 7, get 68, get $8, get 8, get $8, Robert shot 8, 9, and 69, 70, 100. What you been? 171, 72, 72, 73, 73, Robert Sugar 3, 72, 3, 4, $74, $74. Your man's out, John, 174. 5, 175, Robert. Sold 174, your man. Terry, 13X. Has your other man right next to you. Okay. Don't y'all be fighting over them. Little heifer. 150 bucks now too. 152, dirty get now 200, get 150, dirty get 2, dirty get now 200, get now 2, dirty get now 2, dirty get 2, and 2, dirty get 2, here 2 there, TD, 150, 32. You think you got the right? TD 32. That Red Bull didn't fit all this stuff. Do you think? Where are you now? Garrett, right here, long-tailed heifer, to get 140 bucks now, 1, to get 140, to get 100, to get 140, 100, and 41, to get 41, to get 1, Robert Chamberlain, 140, put on number 0. I think you got it right. Did you ever figure out who that Red Bull belonged to? Okay. What's this, heifer? 150 bucks now, 1, to get 151, to get 100, to get 150, to get 100, 151, 51, 51, 51, 51, 51, 41, and 41, to get 41, to get 41, to get 41, to get 31, and 32, to get 31, 32, 31, and 32, and 3, and 33, and 34, and 35, and 36, to get 600, brass, sugar 600, 35, to get 600, and 35, 36, here, Jeff, 135, Jeff, put up number 0. No, 6. Put her on 6. Steer bull. Bull calf right there now. To get 150. At 150 bucks now too. At 150, what to get 2? 152. To get now $2. To get now 2. Out to gate 2. At 152. To get now $2. To get now 2. To get now 4. To get now 6. To get 8. To get 160. 160. To get 2. And 2. To get 2. 4. And 4. To get now 4. To get now 4. 64. Robert Sugar 4. And 2. 4. To get now 2. To get 4. To get now 2. To get 4. To get 4. Sold 162. Dale. Sex. $10, 110, there to get 110, there to get 110, 110, 110, 110, 110, 110, and 110, there to get now 10, there to get now 10 to bomb, there to get 10, there to get 10, 110, 112, 110, 12, 110, 12, 110, 12, Varner, 110, 13. Pretty thing on her. Spot. Huh? Gate. Gate, John. Thank you. Kubota. Kathy Koba. 45 days wean right here. 45 days wean. Nice heifers here at 150. 150 bucks. Now one, there to get two, there to get one, two, there to get two, there to get two, there to get two, and three, there to get three, four, there to get five, there to get six, there to get seven, there to get eight, there to get nine, there to get 60, and one, there to get two, there to get three, there to get four, there to get four, and 63, four, there to get four, there to get four, there to Varner. 163, 44. Two more Cathys. Gate. Listen to you instead of the Buzz. Stairs, Buzz. Stairs right there now. There to get 180 at 180 bucks to 82, 82, 82, 82, 182 at 4. There to get 86 here, 88, 90, 192, 94, 96, 98. Now $2, 2.5, 5 at 7.5, 10. There to get 210 at 2, 7.5, 10. There to get 10, 10. Dennis 2, 7.5, 3. You seen her lately, Dennis? I hadn't either. Was she sick or dad? Was she sick or lost her husband or something? Hunt. Heifers. This will be the Schnellingbergers from Gary. Heifer K is right there, 150, 150 bucks. Now one, to get 151, to get down one, to get 151, to get down one, and 151, two, to get two, three, to get four, to get four, to get four, to get four, and four, to get four. Chapman, 153, Chapman, oh. Here's Charlie heifer off of him. Supposed to be. Got a bigger heifer right there now. To get 150 and 150 bucks. Now one. To get 151. To get 100. To get one. 151. To get 100. To get 151. 151. She sound. She's what? She don't travel right. Dollar pound, dollar pound, dollar a pound. $1, $1 to get down, $1 to get down, $1 to get $1 to get down, $1, 2.5, 5, 105, to get 7.5, 10, 110, 12.5, to get 12.5, 15, and 15, 112.5, to get 15, to get 15, and 15. Robert Stotts, 112.5, Robert Stotts, 112.5. Black and bigger red. All right. That ain't a black. This says black and a bigger red, so we got 2 reds. I don't know who the hell thinks that's black. Steers. Two bulls right here now. They're getting 100 and they're getting 60, 160, one dollar at 160. They're getting 100, they're getting 100, they're getting one but a one at 100, they're getting 61, 61, 61, 61, they're getting 1, they're getting 51 at 151, they're getting 100, they're getting 100, they're getting 151 at 151, they're getting 100, they're getting 1, they're getting 1, they're getting 1, they're getting 1, 35 at 35, 7.5, 35, 7.5, 7.5, 40 at 42, they're getting 2 forward, they're getting 6, 8, they're getting 48 at 48, they're getting 46, 8 here, var 146, var 43. Steer, black steer right there now. They're taking $1.20, 120 bucks now to 120, 2, 2, at 122, 122, 122, 122, 122, and to sold 120 Chamlin. Oh. What? Do you have it cleaned out? I'll be here in the morning. Okay, get me cleaned up. Don't worry. Do a little janitorial work. What are you hunting? Booger? There's a bad back red heifer steer. Bad back red steer, dollar bill, 2.5, 102.5, 5, 125, 7.5, 110, 110, 110, 12.5, 15, 17.5, 22.5, at 22.5, 122.5, 5, at 22.5, 122.5, 122.5, and 5, at Van Tone, 122.50. Big steer right there now. They're taking a 141 at 140. They're taking 100. They're taking 140, 41. They're taking 40. They're taking 1. They're taking 41. They're taking Chamlin 140. I don't know. 9. Thank you. 5. Pin him with the 5s. Put him on 9. Pin him with the 5s. Thank you. Heifer. 150 bucks. I one. They're getting 151 under 2. They're getting 2, 3. They're getting 4. They're getting 4. They're getting 4. And 54. They're getting 53, 54, 54. You get 4 and 4. They're getting George. 153 George. Oh. Pennyworth. Oh. Pennyworth the zeros. You already got zeros? Okay. Sorry to bother you. I'm about to run out having fun. There's a big old heifer right there now. They're taking 125, 125, 125. They're taking 125, 607. They're taking 7, 8. They're taking 9. They're taking 30. They're taking 30. They're taking 30. They're taking 30. Out of 130. They're taking 30. They're taking 1 and 31. 31. Under hurry. They're taking 30. 1, 2 and 32. They're taking 32. 32. 32. Brash out 2 here. 31. 2 and 31. 2. They're taking 2. Number Chamlin. 131. Put them on number 6. Did you? Remember how much fun it was this afternoon? We were selling them $2. Remember how much fun it was this afternoon selling them 6 waist for 2 something? A red steer. 160, 160, they're going 100, they get 100, they get 100, they get 81, they get 1, 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 at a 161, they're going 100, they get 51, they're going 51, they get 100, they get 1, and 51, they get 51, they get 51, and 51, they're with Chapman, 150, put them on 5. My neck hurts bad. Bull. Bull can't right here, $1.25, $1.25, 125, everybody go 125, 125, 7.5, 125, 7.5, 125, 7.5, 127.5 here, they're get 7.5, Antone, 125, 0.
What's this tag number, Antone?
It's 1683.
Got yard out.
1683. Good on Danny. Good on Danny.
Huh? The guy back here. Bye. See you tomorrow.